Hello everyone. This is just a little bit of help to introduce the SPaG learning for Lilac and Alda this week. We're asking you to do some work on subordinate clauses. That means extending your sentences with more information and choosing and using the right subordinate conjunction to go with that. So your work for each day of this week will involve subordinate clauses, and I'm going to just show you what I mean, what we're looking for by the end of the week. So if we start off with doing a main clause, so a simple main clause where I'm saying something like, we can have lunch. A very simple sentence. That's just a main clause. If I want to extend that sentence and turn it into a subordinate clause, I need to do two things to that. I need to add a second clause, which will be my subordinate clause, and I need to use a subordinate conjunction almost to act like the glue to join the main clause to the subordinate clause. So I now need to think about what that glue can be. So what subordinate conjunction would I choose? Now, there's quite a few that we could choose from, and one of the things I'm introducing you to this week, or for some of you it will just be reminding you, is something called I saw a wabab, which is just a way of remembering. I don't know if you can see this on the screen. This is something that will be on your Tuesday links, and this just introduces you to conjunctions that you could use. Conjunctions like if, since, as, when, although, while, after, before, until, and because. So don't be put off if you see that word, I saw a wabab. It's just reminding you of some of the words you might use if you are creating a subordinate clause. Just move that out of the way. So let's choose some of those words and extend our sentence. So my main clause, we can have lunch if we are hungry. Really simple sentence still, but what I've done is I've added my subordinate clause, if we are hungry. Here's my glue, there's my subordinate conjunction. So my main clause, my conjunction, and my subordinate clause. So I've made a complex sentence. So I could use all sorts of different conjunctions. I could choose to use a completely different one. This time I could say we can have lunch, although. There's another conjunction I could use, although we've only just had breakfast. Only just had breakfast. So a different sentence, different conjunction, different subordinate clause, but I've kept my main clause. What I love about these is that you can also vary where you put your conjunction. So what we could do is still stick with our main clause, we can have lunch, and this time I could use a different conjunction, and I can put it at the beginning of the sentence. After, there's one of my conjunctions from my list, from my I saw a wabab list. After we've done our work, we can have lunch. There we go, there's that main clause. We can have lunch. You can see this time I've put the glue, the conjunction, the joining word. This time I've put it at the beginning of the sentence, followed by my subordinate clause, and then my main clause. You will need to put a comma in to separate the subordinate clause from the main clause. You don't need to do that if you're using it as the glue in between the two clauses. Have a go this week. Have a go this week at choosing different conjunctions to use to create those subordinate clauses, And also have a go, I think it might be on Thursday's work, have a go at varying whereabouts in the sentences you put those clauses. Just play around with your sentences, play around with different clauses, play around with different conjunctions, and move them around in your sentences. Okay, good luck with it. I hope you've understood what I've been trying to show you. It should just be a revision of things we've already done in class. Look forward to seeing your work. Take care, everyone.